In the heart of the industrial north, a sleeping giant begins to stir.
Every day, a fleet of logistics transport delivers the essential building blocks of the world's favorite wafer bar.
Cocoa beans arrive by the ton, sourced from the equatorial belt and brought here for transformation.
Simultaneously, thousands of liters of fresh milk are pumped directly into the facility's refrigerated storage tanks.
Before they can become chocolate, the raw beans must pass a rigorous visual inspection.
Sugar is stored in massive silos, kept at precise humidity levels to prevent clumping. Entering the production zone requires passing through a biochemical firewall. This is the mixing hall, where science and ingredients collide. Before the first worker clocks in, the raw potential of millions of bars waits in silence.
This facility is designed to run 24 hours a day, balancing output with obsessive hygiene.
Nothing enters the production floor without passing through a biological firewall. Every shift begins with a manual verification of the digital systems.
From this room, a single operator can control the flow of ingredients across 3 acres of machinery.
Before automation takes over, the raw cocoa is graded by eye and touch.
Tolerances here are measured in fractions of a millimeter.
It begins with the wafer batter, a simple mixture that must be aerated to a precise density.
The journey begins with a precise batter, deposited onto plates heated to exact specifications.
Inside the gas-fired tunnel, the batter expands and sets, becoming the crisp wafer sheet. Emerging from the heat, the sheets are now moisture-free and incredibly fragile. Before they can be layered, the wafers must travel the cooling arch to stabilize their temperature.
A rich praline cream is applied, acting as the delicious glue that binds the layers.
Stacked with precision, the sheets form the dense, alternating blocks of the bar's core. High-speed blades reduce the large blocks into the signature finger shapes we recognize. Separated and inspected, the naked wafers are now ready for their defining chocolate bath. The journey begins with a delicate batter, whipped to a specific gravity that ensures the trademark snap of the final product.
Inside the tongs, the batter is compressed and baked instantly, the water content exploding into steam to create the wafer's airy structure.
For 2 minutes, the plates journey through a tunnel of fire, transforming the liquid batter into a rigid, golden lattice.
Emerging from the heat, the sheets are incredibly fragile, requiring a gentle touch as they transition to the cooling phase.
To prevent the chocolate filling from melting on contact, the wafers must be cooled rapidly in these vertical towers.
Meanwhile, the filling is whipped to a velvety consistency, a precise blend of cocoa and sugar designed to glue the layers together.
Speed is key here, as the cream is rolled onto the wafers in a layer measured in microns.
Stacked and compressed, these books form the crispy heart of the bar, ready to be cut into fingers. The journey begins with a batter that is more liquid than solid, aerated to a precise density that will eventually become the wafer's delicate skeleton.
Cast iron plates, heated by natural gas, clamp down to bake the batter into large, singular sheets in a matter of minutes. Inside the tunnel, the moisture evaporates, leaving behind a fragile, honeycomb structure that forms the heart of the confection. Emerging from the heat, the sheets are now brittle and dry, ready for the next critical layer of flavor.
Before they can be filled, the wafers must cool. A vertical journey allows them to stabilize at room temperature. A precise layer of praline cream is applied, This filling provides the balance of sweetness between the crisp wafer layers. Robotic stackers build the books, layers of wafer and cream aligned with sub-millimeter precision.
Books enter a chiller to solidify the cream, fusing the layers into a single, cohesive unit ready for cutting.
Emerging from the gas-fired tunnel ovens, the wafer sheets must meet a precise moisture content of less than 2% to guarantee the iconic snap.
Before the cream can be applied, the brittle sheets must be cooled to ambient temperature to prevent the cocoa butter filling from melting on contact.
The praline filling is a proprietary blend, mixed to a specific viscosity, that acts as both a flavoring agent and a structural glue.
Stainless steel rollers apply a film of cream measured in microns, ensuring the balance between wafer and filling remains consistent across billions of bars.
Once stacked, these multi-layered sheets, known in the industry as books, are dressed.
Cutting the fragile books requires surgical precision. The machinery slices them into individual fingers without shattering the delicate wafer structure. Speed differentials in the conveyor belts pull the fingers apart, creating the necessary gaps for the chocolate curtain to cover every side. Entering the enrober, the fingers pass over a bottoming roll first, coating the underside before they meet the famous chocolate curtain.
Between each layer of crisp wafer lies a precise application of aerated cocoa cream, engineered to balance the crunch.
Before they can be cut, the large wafer books must be rapidly cooled to solidify the binding cream.
Surgical blades dice the large slabs into the iconic finger shapes, creating thousands of units per minute. Speed differentials in the conveyor belts separate the fingers, ensuring each one has enough space for a full coating. A continuous curtain of tempered milk chocolate transforms the exposed wafer into the final product.
High-frequency vibrations shake off the excess chocolate and smooth the surface to a mirror finish.
A long, controlled journey through the cooling tunnel allows the cocoa butter to crystallize perfectly.
Solidified and inspected, the bars are now ready for the high-speed wrapping lines.
Before the wafers be separated into individual feeds, the cream to complete them.
High-tension wires slice the blocks into the signature finger shape, a process that demands accuracy within a fraction of a millimeter.
Spreading belts separate the fingers, ensuring that the chocolate curtain will coat every millimeter of the wafer's surface.
Automated vision systems inspect thousands of bars per minute, rejecting any wafer that fails to meet the strict structural standards. The wafers pass through a dual curtain of tempered chocolate, ensuring a uniform coat that seals the crisp interior.
At this stage, the chocolate's viscosity is engineered to wrap around the wafer without soaking into it, preserving the crunch.
Vibrating belts shake off the excess coating, while a precise jet of air removes the tail, ensuring a clean, uniform shape.
The bars now enter the cooling tunnel, where a controlled drop in temperature sets the chocolate into its final, glossy finish.
Before the wafers can become individual bars, the large laminated books must be perfectly aligned for the cutting mechanisms.
Surgical steel blades separate the sheets into the familiar finger shape, a process requiring zero margin for error to prevent crumbling.
Specialized spreading belts accelerate the fingers, creating the necessary gap for the chocolate enrobing that lies ahead.
Optical sensors scan thousands of wafers per minute, instantly rejecting any piece that fails to meet the strict dimensional tolerances.
A brief journey through a cooling tunnel sets the cream filling, ensuring the wafers are rigid enough to withstand the weight of the chocolate.
In the tempering tanks, the milk chocolate is agitated to form the specific crystal structures that guarantee the signature gloss and snap. Before the full coat, the fingers pass over a bottoming roller, sealing the underside to create a solid foundation for the bar. Finally, the wafers plunge through a solid curtain of tempered chocolate, ensuring total coverage in a single, continuous motion. Before the chocolate can be applied, the wafers must be perfectly aligned to ensure an even coat. The enrober creates a continuous waterfall of tempered chocolate, covering every millimeter of the wafer core. Precision air jets blow off the excess chocolate, ensuring the bar maintains its classic shape and weight.
Simultaneously, a roller coats the bottom, sealing the wafer inside a complete shell of chocolate.
To set the chocolate perfectly, the bars embark on a 20-minute journey through a massive cooling tunnel.
Specific temperatures trigger crystallization, giving the chocolate its glossy finish and signature snap. Emerging from the cold, the bars are now solid, stable, and ready for the final stages. Laser scanners check every single bar, rejecting any that don't meet the strict visual standards.
Before the chocolate is applied, the large wafer books must be divided into individual fingers with surgical precision. Spacing is critical. If the fingers are too close, they will fuse together during the enrobing process. A curtain of tempered chocolate, flowing at exact thermal specifications, envelops the wafer in a second skin.
High-pressure air knives sculpt the final layer, removing excess weight and smoothing the surface. To lock the crystal structure of the cocoa butter, the bars must undergo a gradual, controlled cooling process.
Inside, the temperature drops in stages, turning the liquid coating into a crisp, solid shell. Optical scanners analyze every millimeter, instantly rejecting any bar that doesn't meet the strict visual standards.
Automated gates sort the traffic, distributing the bars into single-file lanes for the wrapping machines.
Emerging from the cooling tunnel, the chocolate is now set. The finish is glossy, the structure rigid, and the snap potential is at its peak.
Before they can be wrapped, the bars must be disciplined. Vibratory tracks align them into perfect single-file columns. A continuous curtain of film envelops the line. This is flow wrapping, a high-speed ballet of plastic and chocolate.
Heated jaws crimp and cut in a fraction of a second. It's a violent but precise action that seals in the freshness. Speed doesn't mean sacrificing standards. Every single bar is weighed on the fly, and imperfections are blasted off the line. For the multi-packs, the stream is divided and grouped. It's a complex merging of traffic that requires perfect timing.
Delta robots take over for the final casing. Their vision systems allow them to pick and place with superhuman speed.
Everything converges here. A superhighway of chocolate heading for the loading bay, labeled, sealed, and ready for the world. At the enrobing station, a waterfall of tempered chocolate seals the wafer layers, maintained at a critical temperature to ensure the perfect glossy finish.
Air knives sculpt the liquid coating, removing excess weight and ensuring the bar meets strict dimensional specifications before it hardens.
Entering the cooling tunnel, the bars begin a 20-minute journey through multiple climate zones designed to stabilize the chocolate's crystal structure. Inside, convection cooling draws heat from the wafer core, contracting the chocolate just enough to detach it from the belt automatically.
Emerging at 18 degrees Celsius, the chocolate is now a solid composite, ready for the rigors of high-speed sorting.
Laser vision systems inspect every millimeter of surface area, instantly rejecting any bar that fails to meet the cosmetic gold standard. Random samples undergo destructive testing to verify the signature snap, a physical confirmation that the tempering process was successful.
Smart conveyors divide the massive production stream into manageable lanes, feeding the wrapping department with relentless precision. At the end of the line, precision robotics take over the heavy lifting, stacking thousands of bars per minute with geometric perfection.
Guided by invisible lasers and complex algorithms, a fleet of autonomous vehicles transports the finished pallets to cold storage.
Before they reach the shelves, the bars reside in a temperature-controlled fortress, preserving their snap and sheen.
Logistics teams coordinate a global distribution network, ensuring that the cold chain remains unbroken from factory to retailer.
Once sealed, each truck becomes a mobile vault, regulating its internal climate to protect the cargo during its journey.
Every day, dozens of trucks depart the facility, carrying millions of bars to convenience stores and supermarkets across the continent.
As the sun sets, the night shift begins, maintaining the relentless pace required.
And that's how KitKats are made, from raw materials to the final product.
Automated palletizers take over where human hands would be too slow, stacking cases with geometric perfection.
To survive the journey to retailers worldwide, each pallet is cocooned in industrial-grade stretch film.
Logistics teams move with military precision, clearing the line to prevent any bottleneck in production.
In the temperature-controlled warehouse, enough chocolate is stored to supply the entire nation for a week.
As one shift ends, the distribution network activates, bridging the gap between factory and consumer.
Every day, dozens of trucks leave this facility, keeping the supply chain moving across the continent.
The cycle is continuous, a 24-hour operation driven by global demand.
And that's how KitKats are made, from raw materials to the final product.